When Yahuwah said, come, you have obeyed Yahuwah and you started walking. Then suddenly you now started distrusting. You don't trust in the come anymore. The winds and the waves of life will not distract you, not to focus on what is important, which is the call that Yahuwah said you should come. Start walking on the water. You will not start distrusting Yahuwah. Oh, how can I meet up these life challenges? How can I do this? How can I pay my children's school fees? Now the school fees is about to start. How can I pay their bills? How can I pay my rent? How can I pay these bills? How can I do how? If Yahuwah is not your how, that means you are living a faith life already. Let Yahuwah be your only how. When they ask you, how are you going to meet up this challenge that you are passing through? Yahuwah is my only way to meet up, is my how. How are you going to pay these bills? Yahuwah will supply me all my needs according to the riches in Kabad, which the evil system translates to glory. You must focus on Yahuwah and you must constantly trust in Yahuwah. Your amunah is what you need in your constant day-to-day life. In your everyday life, you need your amunah to work and to produce the desired result in your life. It's very, very important that you must understand these details. He said, but when Kafar saw the strong wind and the waves, Kafar was terrified and began to sink. Save me, master, he shouted. And Yahusha immediately reached out and grabbed Kafar and said to him, you have a little amunah. Why did you doubt me? Why did you doubt me? You did not trust in Yahweh. You did not trust in the master that you called to, oh, can I walk like you? And he said you should come walk on the water. What this look at it now. Yahusha said, why did you doubt me? Why? This same why is what Yahuwah is asking everyone today, this Arat. Why are you doubting me? Why are you not taking my salvation seriously? Why are you not taking my Shabbat day seriously? Why? Yahuwah said, remember the Shabbat day and set it apart. Why are you not taking it seriously? Why? Yahuwah told you that you should not eat this kind of food and you are still eating them and you are getting pains in your body. Why are you not obeying Yahuwah? Why? Why are you disobeying Yahuwah to this day? Why are you disobeying your father and your mother? Why? Why? Ask yourself this question. Like what Yahusha asked Kafar. Why? This verse, the verse 31. He said, and Yahusha immediately reached out and grabbed Kafar and said to him, you have so little amunah. Why did you doubt me? Why? This is the why right now that Yahuwah is asking you. Why? Why are you not obedient to Yahuwah in his directions? Why? Why don't you trust Yahuwah when he told you that he will never leave you nor forsake you? Why? He said it in the scripture. He said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Why don't you trust Yahuwah in your life today? You still live with fear. Why? Why are you living with fear? When Yahuwah says you fear not. Why? This is the why that you need to ask yourself from this very day. This same why that Yahusha asked Kafar. Why did you doubt me? Why? You don't trust in Yahuwah. Because when you trust in Yahuwah, you will never doubt. When he tell you to do something, when he tell you to focus on this direction, you will constantly follow his instructions. That is the life that he has given to us to live. I'm going to look at this Mashaim, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1 to 8. He said, my child, never forget the things I have taught you. Store my commands in your heart. You must store the commandment of Yahuwah in your heart, so that you will constantly obey them. If you did not store the commandment of Yahuwah in your heart, you will not obey them. You see, you will not obey them. You must constantly store them in your heart. That's why Yahuwah said you should love him with all your heart, your mind, and your soul. You must store the commandment of Abba Yahuwah in your heart continuously. He said, if you do this, you will live many years and your life will be satisfying. Never let loyalty and kindness leave you. Tie them around your neck as a reminder Write them deep within your heart. Never let loyalty and kindness leave you. In your day-to-day life, live with kindness. Be kind to people around you. Loving your neighbors as yourself. Kind to them. When you see somebody that your roadmap will guide you to assist, be kind to that person. Be kind to people. Very important. Very, very important in your life, in your day-to-day life. You see? Verse 4. Then you will find favor with both Yahuwah and man. When you are kind to people, you will find favor with both Yahuwah and man, and you will earn a good reputation. With your kindness, you will earn good reputation, and you will find favor with both Yahuwah and men. Trust in Yahuwah with all your heart, not some part of your heart. Just like when Yahusha called Kapha to come, it started going, then it distrusts. It could not trust in Yahusha anymore because of the wave and the wind that he saw. Scripture is telling you now, trust in Yahuwah with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. You must constantly trust and obey Yahuwah. There is no other way. The way to live the life that Yahuwah wants you to live is very important. It's very important. Your trusting in Yahuwah is very, very important. You must constantly trust and obey in Yahuwah, because there's no other way to live the life of the Kadash, the set apart. You cannot live the life that Yahuwah has Kadash without trusting in Yahuwah and obeying in Yahuwah's direction continuously. It's a day-to-day life walk. Trust and obey, because there is no other way to live in this arat, to live the life of Yahuwah in this arat. There's no other way. It's for you to trust continuously, trusting and obeying Yahuwah's daba continuously. Trust in Yahuwah and obey Yahuwah's daba. That's the life that Yahuwah has given to us to live. Without that life, you are living a failed life unknowingly. You see? So your trust and your obedience to Yahuwah is very, very important in your walk in this path of truth. It's very, very important. So take them seriously. He said, verse 5, say, trust in Yahuwah with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek the will of Yahuwah in all you do, and Yahuwah will show you which path to take. When you seek the will of Yahuwah in all you do, Yahuwah will now show you the path to take in life that will lead you to the progress and Yahuwah's will and purpose for your life. When you trust, verse 5 say, first you must trust in Yahuwah with all your heart. Do not trust in Yahuwah with some parts. No, there's no percentage in the trusting in Yahuwah. It's a full total trust. You must trust in Yahuwah continuously every day of your life. No matter what you are passing through, trust in Yahuwah and be obedient to his daba. Trust and obey, because there's no other way. Seek the will of Yahuwah. Let Yahuwah be your, ask Yahuwah, what should I do about anything you want to do? If you want to open a business, if you want to do whatever you want to do in this life, you must constantly seek the will of Yahuwah. It's a constant day-to-day activity. Seek the will of Yahuwah in all you do. In everything you do, seek the will of Yahuwah, and Yahuwah will show you which path to take. Yahuwah will not show you the path to take. When you seek his will, he will not come in and direct you. Verse 13, verse 7. Do not be impressed with your own wisdom. Do not be impressed with your own wisdom. A lot of people today, they think that I am the one that is doing everything. I'm making progress on my own. No, do not be impressed with your own wisdom. It is Yahuwah that is working through you to achieve everything that you need in this arat. Whatever you need in this arat, when you focus on Yahuwah, give all yada to Yahuwah, give all toda to Yahuwah, then Yahuwah will make everything come to you. But when you say, oh, I'm the one that want to achieve everything on my own, I will achieve them on my own. See, let me tell you, you cannot do anything on your own. That's the truth. Yahuwah will leave you to live any other life you want to live. At the end of the day, you will perish. So do not depend on your own wisdom. He said, do not be impressed with your own wisdom. Instead, fear Yahuwah and turn away from evil. Because your own wisdom will cause you to do evil. That is what the scripture is telling you here. When you depend on your own wisdom, it will cause you to do evil things. Say, stay away from evil. Verse 8. Then you will have healing for your body and strength for your bones. When you stay away from evil, you will have healings for your body and strength for your bones. You see? So when you trust in Yahuwah, it will cause you to have baraka, constant baraka. In your health, you will have baraka in your health. In your finances, you will have baraka in your finances. He said, do not be impressed with your own wisdom. Do not be impressed with your own wisdom. Instead, fear Yahuwah and turn away from evil. Then you will have healing for your body and strength for your bone. That means fearing Yahuwah will give you healing. When you fear Yahuwah, that fear of Yahuwah on you will cause healing to your body. You see? So constantly understand this part that Yahuwah is giving to you through the scriptures. Work on them and they will produce the desired result in your life. Toda Rabbi Yahuwah Sabaoth. Toda. Oh. Toda Rabbi Yahuwah. It's important you understand this part of the scriptures. Very important. Ta'alim chapter 56 verse 4. He said, Ayada Yahuwah for what he has done. So instead of you to be impressed by your own wisdom, constantly Yada Yahuwah. Instead of you to be impressed, don't be impressed by your own. He said, do not be impressed by your own wisdom. Instead of that, Yada Yahuwah. This is Dawood now. He's telling you how he works. The reason why Yahuwah called him the man after his own heart is because of this kind of life that he lived. He said, Ayada Yahuwah for what he has promised. I trust in my Aluah. So why should I be afraid? Why should I be afraid of anything? What can mere mortal do to me? When you trust in Yahuwah, you will not fear anybody. When you trust in Yahuwah, you will constantly yada in Yahuwah. You will constantly yada Yahuwah continuously, singing yada to him. Use this. You can just sing yada with whatever words that come from your heart, and giving yada to Yahuwah constantly every day of your life is very important. Do not joke with that. It's very, very important for you. Toda Rabbi Yahuwah Sabaoth. Constantly yada Yahuwah. He said, I yada Yahuwah for what he has promised. I trust in my Aluah. So why should I be afraid? Why should you be afraid when you trust in Yahuwah? Why should you be afraid when you trust in your Aluah, your Almighty One? Why should you be afraid? What can mere mortal do to you? Nothing. They cannot do you anything. Nobody can harm you when you trust in Yahuwah. Nobody can harm you. That's the key that Dawood noticed. That nobody can harm him when is fully trust, his trust and everything about him is in Yahuwah constantly. Nobody. Mattathiahu chapter 21. Mattathiahu chapter 21 verse 21 to 22. Then Yahusha told them, I tell you the truth, if you have Amunah, which is faith, which they translate to faith and believe, and you do not doubt, you can do things like this and much more. You can even say to this mountain, may you be lifted up and thrown into the sea. Say, may you be lifted up and thrown into the sea, and it will happen. And he said, you can pray for anything, and if you have Amunah, you will receive it. He said, this part is the part where Yahusha calls it a fig tree, and the Talmidim asked and said, how did this fig tree withered? And Yahusha said today, I tell you the truth, if you have Amunah and do not doubt, you must not doubt. Like Ash Kafa doubt when Yahusha told him to walk on the water, he not doubt. Then Yahusha told him, why did you doubt me? You see? So your Amunah is a very important part of your day-to-day life. Your trust and your obedience to Yahuwah is your Amunah. Your Amunah can cause that to happen to you. Toda Rabbi Yahuwah. He said, you can pray for anything, and if you have Amunah, you will receive it. When you have Amunah is that you trust that Yahuwah, what you have prayed about will come, and you believe in Yahuwah, whatever you have prayed for will come to pass for you. Toda Rabbi Yahuwah Sabaoth.